I am going to discuss the geological hazard of earthquakes and faults. But first, what is an earthquake? How is an earthquake formed? Number one, tectonic plate movement. The Earth's crust is divided into large slab called tectonic plates. These plates move slowly due to convection currents in the Earth's mantle. Yung number 2 po ay stress accumulation. As plates interact at their boundaries, convergent, divergent, or transform boundaries, stress builds up along faults. This stress deforms the rocks near the fruits. Number 3, release of energy. When the stress exceeds the strength of the rocks, the fault splits and the energy is released in the form of seismic waves. Number 4, propagation of seismic waves. The seismic waves travel through the Earth's layers, causing the ground to shake. Parts of an earthquake. 1. Focus or hypocenter. The point inside the earth where the earthquake originates. It is the exact location where the fault slips. Number 2, epicenter. The point on the Earth's surface directly above the focus. Sorry. This is usually the location where the effects of the earthquake are felt most strongly. 3. Fault. A fracture or zone of fractures in the Earth's crust where movement occurs during an earthquake. 4. Seismic waves. The energy released during an earthquake travels in waves categorized as primary waves. P waves, the fastest waves traveling through solid, liquids, and gases. Secondary waves, S waves, is slower waves that move only through solids. Surface waves, the slowest but most destructive waves traveling along the Earth's surface. How is an earthquake measured? Earthquakes are measured in two keys, magnitude and intensity. Number 1, magnitude energy release. Magnitude refers to the amount of energy released at the earthquake's source, measured using seismic waves. The two common scales are by the Richter scale developed in 1935 by Charles F. richer. Measures the amplitude of seismic waves on a logarithmic scale. Each whole number increase represents a tenfold increase in wave amplitude and approximately 32 times more energy released. Movement magnitude scale or MW. More accurate for large earthquakes. Considers the fault area, slip along the fault, and the ridley of the rocks. It has largely replaced the Richter scale for modern scientific measurements. So, 2. Intensity or perceived effects. Intensity measures the effects of an earthquake on people, structures, and the environment. The most widely used scale is the Modified Mercalli Intensity or MMI scale. Ranges from I not felt to total destruction based on observation of shaking and damage. Tools for measurement. There are uh, 6 types, which is the seismometer or seismograph, record seismic waves. Produced as a seismogram, which shows the amplitude and timing of waves. Seismic is my network. Arrays of seismometers detect and locate earthquake epicenters. What are the faults and how do they trigger earthquakes? What are the faults? A fault is a structure or a zone of fractures in the Earth's crust along which movement has occurred. These movements are caused by the stress from tectonic forces. Faults are classified based on how the blocks of crust move relative to each other. A normal fault is occurs due to tensional forces that pull the truss apart. One block of rocks moves downward relative to the other. Common at divergent plate boundaries. Reverse or truss fault occurs due to impressional forces that push the truss together. One block of rocks moves upward relative to the other. Common at convergent plate boundaries, strike-slip fault, occurs due to shearing forces causing horizontal movement. The block of rocks slide past each other. Common at transform plate boundaries, e.g. San Andreas Fault. How do you faults trigger earthquakes? Stress buildup. Tectonic forces exert stress on faults, deforming the surrounding rocks. Elastic deformation. The rocks blend and store potential energy similar to a compressed spring, rupture and slip. When the stress exceeds the fault strength, the fault ruptures, the sudden slip along the fault releases the stored energy. Sa say seismic waves. The energy propagates as seismic waves, causing to ground shaking, earthquakes, and fault zones. Faults are not isolated but often part of larger fault zones, where many fractures can trigger earthquakes significant. The San Andreas Fault, California. The Alpidite Belt across Eros, Russia. The High Himalayan Trust Fault. The West Valley Fault System, part of the Crater Valley Fault System, is a major active fault in the Philippines but runs through the eastern side of Metro Manila and nearby provinces such as Rizal, Laguna, Cavite, and Bulacan. It is capable of generating powerful earthquakes with an estimated magnitude of up to 7.2 on the Richter scale, often referred as the Big One. Inference on its impact on Metro Manila, significant ground shaking. The, the West Valley Fault traverses dense, dense, densely populated areas of Metro Manila, including Quezon City, Taguig City, Taguig, Pasig, and Muntinlupa. A magnitude 7.2 earthquake could cause a resurgent ground shaking, resulting in widespread structural damage to buildings, roads, and bridges. Structural collapse and infrastructure damage. Many buildings, particularly older ones, may not be designed to withstand such a large earthquake. Critical infrastructure like hospitals, schools, and power plants could sustain significant damage, leading to disruption of essential services. Loss of lives and injuries. Metro Manila dense population over 30 million people makes it highly vulnerable to casualties. Collapsing structures, fires, and landslides triggered by the earthquake could exacerbate the dead toll and inquiries. Secondary hazards. Fires from ruptured gas lines or electrical failures. Leak liquefaction in low-lying for reclaimed areas such as parts of Manila and Pasay where loose water, saturated soils can behave like a liquid. Landslides in hilly areas and uplands, particularly in eastern parts of Metro Manila and Rizal. Economic and social disruption. Metro Manila is the economic and political hub of the Philippines. A major earthquake could disrupt businesses, transportation, communication networks, and utilities, with long-term effects on the economy. Recovery efforts would strain government resources, potentially impacting the country as preparedness and mitigation efforts. Authorities have estimated that a magnitude 7.2 earthquake from the West Valley Fault in over 30 years, 30,000 deaths and 100 injuries in highlighting the need for disaster strengthening earthquake resistant infrastructure, conducting regular drills and awareness are critical to mitigating the effects of such as event. Conclusion: a major earthquake along the West Valley Fault would have catastrophic Metro Manila due to its high population density, vulnerable infrastructure, and economic significant proactive measures including strict enforcement of building codes and public education campaign essential to minimize loss and life and damage. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So now, Sir Justin, if you have a question on me, just comment down below in this video para po makasagutan ko yung tanong ninyo. Para yun na ang sasagot ko sa video na to. So now, please sir, are you watching? Please like my YouTube account and subscribe and paki-share rin sa kanila to. Okay? So, yun lang po. So, thank you.